And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Trinity Road Tape. Today, we are looking at the end of game sequence from the men's basketball loss at Stanford. This has been a hot topic of discussion this year for obvious reasons. This is the sixth instance where State has called a timeout and ran a play in the final 30 ish seconds of a one possession game this season. It's 2-4 in those games, but it has not made a field goal on any of those plays. It scored a total of 1 point. Won one of those games in overtime. It won one off of some free throws at the very end of the game, off of a spread pick and roll look that it ran after its initial play fell apart, and then the other four were unsuccessful. This being the most recent one. We're just going to take a look at what's going on here. What was State trying to do? What ended up happening? And maybe you can shed some light on why State's been unsuccessful this season doing this. But so I see 4.3 seconds to go, right? So you don't have a lot of time here. That's all you're working with. State's going to come out in the stack here. So you got Doof, Trey Parker, Marcus Hill, Dontrez Styles, and Jaden Taylor as your inbounder. And on the break, you're going to get Parker down here into the block area. You're going to get Styles underneath him, cutting there. Doof is basically just going to slide right here. And Hill is going to come out this way. So that's how this thing's going to start. And then you're going to end up with player here, player about here, Styles here, Hill here. Let me fix that X. Hill here. And what State wanted basically was a curl for Dontrez Styles. So you're going to get a screen from Trey Parker, screen from Ishmael Doof, and Styles is going to curl off of those screens, and Hill ideally passes him the ball. Parker exits after the screen to the corner. Hill can attack the basket, Styles can attack the basket, and he can kick the ball to the corner if he draws help. So pretty simple play, not super complex. So we'll get the tape started here. Let me throw this in slow motion real quick. So there's your break. All right, so already, oh, come on. All right, so already you've got a problem here. Stanford is going to play into a zone. So this guy's clearly in zone right here. Right? I mean, they were expecting a man-to-man and a chase defender for Styles. So you've got your Parker screen right here. You've got your Doof screen right here. And you've got Styles coming off of this curl here. But there's no chase defender, right? They're in a zone. And so that has kind of blown up that sequence. So you see there's Doof setting screen. It almost looks like Keats yells something right there. Like you can see him turn around, right? He turns around and looks like it's almost like he yelled zone or something. I don't know what, but Styles is gonna come off this curl, and two's basically at the top of the zone. Like you can see, like Hill looks that way, but this is busted right here, right? Like this guy right here, like this is completely busted. And so you're left kind of improvising with about 3 seconds to go. And Hill kind of just has to attack here. And in the post-game interview, Keats talked about, he said, like, if you see an opportunity to drive, take it for Marcus Hill. The reason they didn't run this for him, the reason they run this for Styles is because you thinking, with your double screens here, Styles is at least something of a three-point shooting threat. So you're not going to get a cheat under, right? If you get the cheat under, that can really blow up that play with Marcus Hill. But if you get that with Styles, he can stop here, fade back a little bit, and the ball can come to him, and he can shoot a three-pointer. Um, you're not gonna get that with the Hill. So that's why they organized it the way they did, ran that with Styles. It got blown up by this kind of zone structure, and you end up getting an attack from Marcus Hill, one-on-one. Obviously, this individual in the middle, I believe that's Maxine right now, is going to pick up the ball and help as you would in a zone on a drive through there. And Parker's going to exit, and Hill actually makes a really good play. This is the right play. I think if Parker could have caught the ball a little bit cleaner, I don't know why that keeps happening. I think if Parker could have caught the ball a little bit cleaner, maybe he could have got a better shot off. But this is a good look, right? I mean, you got a good look out of this anyway, despite not seeing the defense that you thought you were going to get. And I think that's mostly credit to Marcus Hill. I think he made a really good play here. And I think you want that shot to come off just a little bit faster, but it's still a good shot. It just didn't go in. And that's what happens sometimes. There wasn't a complete discombobulation here. I actually thought State responded really well to not seeing what they thought they were going to see, and they got a good shot out of it. It just didn't go in.